Hey, good evening. Good evening, everyone, one and all. Good Monday evening, as a matter of fact. It's Monday evening and just off of a very good weekend. Yeah, last night I went to Philly. I went to this spot called Woody's. Saw my girl Lisa. It was great to see Lisa. Haven't seen her in a while. Some separate bits and pieces on Facebook. Lovely to see her. The vibe was great. Being the 7 played, she was smashing. She was good. I enjoyed her set. And then the man himself, Jelly Bean. Yes, one of my all-time fan faves. He rocked. It was great. It was great to be up there. It was so nice. That atmosphere was really nice. Like the whole bar scene, you know, the outdoors, very trendy. It was nice. I go back there again. That bus driver, wow, Jelly Bean had a very nice bus. Not really big. You know, it's like black, like a, I don't know, like a limousine kind of a bus, right? It was so comfy, and the bus driver, she just was just flawless, you know. Oh, I went with Bird, and I went with Tambourine, Pat Tambourine. Yes, and Miss Evelyn. Yes, she put the whole thing together very nicely. Everything ran smoothly. We left when we were supposed to leave, just like I said on the flyer, and on the way coming back too. Yeah, I can appreciate that. None of that other stuff going on. None of that. Last week, I went to Shelter, but Sekou went to 303 Lounge and checked out DJ Gabe and Beloved.
Yes, had a nice time. That party will be rocking again this Sunday with Bang the Drum, featuring Jahal Muhammad and DJ Beloved. So I recommend that party next Sunday, BPM. Beloved presents music, 303 Sherman Avenue.
Yeah, we have to come out and support. We have to move the chair up a little bit. It's too far away. Yeah, so you have to come out and support, okay? Well, it's preaching that, saying that, you know, looks good and writing, but do you do that? Do we do that, you know? We all have to do that. When we really going to support the guys that try to do something over here, you know, before everything just dries up. But at any rate, yeah. So this weekend, oh, look. Guess who's here? It is Mr. Eddie Nichols.
Oh my goodness! We didn't need to do that. We were too busy.
That was unprompted.
He's making a cocktail. Oh,
Darling!
Yes. It wasn't supposed to happen like that.
Yes.
Cool.
Peace, brother.
He was supposed to be waiting in the green room, but it's okay.
Yes, in the green room.
Lovely.
With the green drink.
Yeah, that's right. Melon balls. I love melon balls.
I think that's an Aries thing for jewelry. Yes,
I
like
love
the color
it.
green.
I tell you, I love greens, blues,
Mhm.
reds, stars, all of that stuff. Yes, indeed. Yes, we have the unflappable Eddie Nichols here.
What
Come
up,
through, yes, to 5. I'm so glad.
Yes, one and only.
The one and only. Glad he accepted the invitation. Yes, indeed.
Well, you know, I wanted to come because I've been watching some of your episodes for a while now.
Oh, thank you very
So
much.
it just so
for tuning
happened
in.
that it was some type of kismet that you and I were both thinking at the same time. And when I hit you up, you was like, I was just that. It's, again, the Aries thing with us.
I tell you, there's
just
power in these horns.
Yes.
All for the good of
All
mankind.
for the good.
Yes, indeed. So, Eddie, you sing, you host, you do a little bit of everything.
Teach.
And he teaches, that's right, at the neighborhood center in Montclair, New Jersey. And I've known Eddie outside of house.
Yes.
Yes, I know Eddie, his family, his sisters, Shonda, all of his brothers, everybody. We all vibe together. And it was at one of Eddie's summer, it was July 4th, as a matter of fact. I came from a party, like a family get together, down in Newark. It was coming back to Montclair, and we stopped by Eddie's. You have to, you know, because his house was always a place. It was.
Not anymore. I done became an old cantankerous old man.
Yeah,
now,
maybe not now, but at that time,
at that time.
Yes, yeah, you always went by, you know,
At that
Nick and
time.
Eddie's, yeah, you went by it for their, you know, their summertime flings. And that's where I met my ex-husband there. I haven't been there. I told you that, Sekou. Yeah, Jesse. Yeah, and I was like whining all the way, like, I'm tired. I just want to go home and get up, go to work. Because July 4th fell on a Monday or something like that. So you had to go to work the next day and like that. But I went there and the party was rocking. It was a nice barbecue. It was really nice. Yeah, very, very nice food, everything, the people. And that's where I met Jesse at. So, but yeah, I've known Eddie outside the house, and that's so nice.
Yes. You know, it's a small world because so many of us know each other through either family or friends beyond dance music.
6 degrees of
Six-
separation.
Yes, I always say there are always 6 degrees of separation.
Right.
And then when we meet, we go back to all those memories, and then it always touches and hits with the music.
It does.
The music is somewhere. The music is always around up in there somewhere.
Music's always involved.
Always involved. Always
Yes,
involved.
I agree. Yes.
Always.
So, Sekou has an interesting, also little tidbit
Wow.
of how do you know
Mr. Eddie Nichols. First and
a
foremost, I
house
want to shake your hand.
notable?
All right, I have a lot of respect for you.
Thank you.
I first met you at the club or the lounge, Euphoria, on Academy Street in Halsey.
Oh, that party used to be the Monday night bullshit. That's right.
Chris Flowers, Mr. Claxton, myself, the girl was at the door, Cecilia.
Love this. This is
You
eating
did
fried.
the finger food. And then I first met you and DJ Kovitz. Would you like to elaborate about that?
Well, you know, when Things Soul happened, that was so many years ago. That was the first influence. And Errol and Chris were the first phase of Things Soul. And I came in, you know, they were serving food, but I came in, of course, I volunteered my services.
Of course.
And the rest is history. I just started
Well,
from
it
that,
comes so
started
easy
doing
to
food
so natural.
for Things Soul. And then as the years progressed and Things Soul stopped,
Right.
we came back.
Right.
And it's after sitting down and doing a whole lot of needling Chris Flowers to come back and do Things Soul again,
Right.
that we started doing Things Soul. And that's where I became part of Things Soul in its second phase of it.
And that was at Assay Lounge.
At Lounge.
Right.
Yeah,
But
that's a
actually,
nice little
when we
spot.
first started, we started down at what used to be Club America.
Okay.
Now, I can't remember what it changed its name to, but that's where we had our very first
I remember
Things
that.
Soul party when we came back for the second
I
phase.
remember
Okay.
hearing about it.
And then when the second
Okay.
phase, we were able to have investors like Humble Beginnings, Flag Records.
Right. Right.
Those people I would actually pick up, call on the telephone, DJ Hutch.
Right. Okay.
Those were
I
some
got
of
you.
our prime investors when we went back and started redoing
Okay.
Things Soul for the
All
second
right.
phase.
I
So we
got
were
you.
able to get sponsors.
Okay.
So
Gotcha.
that's where I came in and said it, because by that time it had become such a little enterprise with trying to get guests, DJs, and performers.
And you guys had some great DJs down there. That's when I first had heard Lou Gorbea.
Mhm.
Oh yes.
I mean,
Oh,
this
yes.
child
Oh,
was
yes.
smash.
Mhm.
That
You know,
was
well,
a great little money.
and then JoJo Flores from Canada came
Wait,
there.
can we establish a year first? When this
Oh, my
party was
God.
going on? Let's make it
It was like
official for camera.
2003.
2003.
Yeah, because you know what? That was the first date that Sekou invited me out on.
Ah, okay.
Remember that.
Yeah,
Remember
of course
that.
I do. Yeah, I was
The
home
reason
just
why I
chilling. You
wanna,
know, ask
bring
what I
this
was
back up
doing.
because
Yeah.
a lot of times, I mean, I get my shots when I take my shots, but a lot of times people think that in Jersey, for example, that house music started when the coffee cave became coffee cave.
Yeah.
House music been going on in Jersey, been going on in Newark.
Yes.
Let me let you know. Blah 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 blah. Stop playing with it. Okay?
But you got to remember, when you use that terminology, house music, the term house music is not a New Jersey term.
No, it isn't.
Again, that stems from Chicago
Eddie,
with
you
the
must look at
warehouse.
the camera.
Oh, I'm talking to him too.
No, he's gotta be a collective. Like that.
So when you think about that, New Jersey, we basically were dance, R&B, and disco.
I'm saying to you, okay, no, you're right. How you're breaking it down, but here's the thing. Things started out. Wait a second. Things started out in Chris Flowers' mind as a magazine. Okay, that never came into fruition. However, it became like a listening lounge.
We did publish one magazine.
We did do.
We did publish one. We did publish one for the record.
However, it segued into a party. It was never supposed to be a party, but Chris Flowers' vision was to demonstrate new music. Demonstrations and new sounds.
Right.
That's what it was called.
New sounds.
All right, demonstration of new sounds. And this is going on when? 2003? 2003. In Newark, New Jersey? All right, so what I'm saying is there's my evidence right there. Like, stop playing. So those that think, once again, that it just started out in Newark, New Jersey with the Coffee Cave, you're sadly wrong.
Sadly,
all right,
the Coffee Cave, but the Coffee Cave.
Big up to the Coffee Cave.
What the Coffee Cave had allowed people to do. The Coffee Cave gave people a place where they could go. They established that as a place that you could go there and there was dance music consistently there for you to hear. You know, and then through the
and it's still going.
And it's still going. And then with the connections and everything that was needed, and again, the rental fee.
I wish it was still going forward.
You know, when you have a rental
you know
fee
what?
that's
I did see on Facebook, John posted that for the month of May, I believe, if you can have parties there, like for the whole month. And he listed the time at I don't know, 6 to 10, something like that.
Right.
For whatever you want to do, birthday party, just whatever, you know.
And actually, 6 to 10 is not a bad
time. Not bad.
Not bad at all.
Not a bad time.
Sunday. I'll tell you that now because all my days are like, so I don't know. I'm too crazy I have to work.
Yes, we get at that age where
it's work.
You want to go someplace where when I'm tired, I can get my ass home quick enough.
Exactly. Talk about it. Let's be realistic. We're all older now. Eddie, talk about some of your
No, Lincoln Park. So you're hosting Lincoln Park.
Well, when we talk about Lincoln Park, I wait till I get the phone call.
Okay.
I don't ever take anything for granted.
Okay.
Because you never know what the guys want to change.
Well, 5 years.
If I do it, I've done 4. I've done 4.5.
Oh, 4.5.
Because the first time that I stepped on the Lincoln Park stage was spokesperson for Think Soul.
Oh, really? Talk about it. Think Soul once again.
You know, that's the first time that I actually stepped foot on the Lincoln Park stage. I introduced, what is her name? She was an artist from out of Maryland. She had just did that record. I'm some woman.
Yes. God created woman. What is that? Oh, God.
But anyway, her record was out. We brought her up from North Carolina. Something like that. But we brought her up from
I love
the Washington D.C. area because she was working with my boy from the Basement Boys down there in Washington. So she was the one. She came up and it was going on, and we were asked to be a part of it. And so being a part of it as the co-chair with Chris Flowers.
Oh, good.
I was the one who went on the stage for Lincoln Park, and that was my first time on Lincoln Park.
Really?
So I said that half a year because I hosted that part. And then, of course, after Shelton passed away, and again, I grew up under Shelton.
Right.
You know, going to the fashion shows, the parties, his nephew Harry Page, and all that stuff. So I grew up under that, going to Dance Bar and all those other parties.
Right.
So it was always one of those things where I just became the person that followed after he got ill, and then after he passed.
You were here.
And after he passed, it was like the torch was just automatically passed to me.
Right.
So, you know, I felt blessed in, you know, going on 5 years, knock on wood. It'll be Teresa in my 5th year. Teresa Random, that's the co-host that I work with.
Okay.
So we've been doing it 5 years, and evidently the people are happy.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
the story.
Yes.
You know, if the people are happy, then, you know, we've done our job.
Right.
And I try to remain relevant.
Well,
As far as, you know, putting out records. A lot of people.
Because I want to get you in a good light. Yeah, closer to me.
well,
Oh, yeah, that's better.
A lot of people don't realize that I do record records.
Yes, which is what I was asking that because I know that.
now this is your time. Let's tell them that.
You know, I have been recording records since 1994.
Oh, no?
1994. A lot of my early records were background.
Okay.
So I worked with 95 North. I worked with Philip Ramirez. Who else? BOP Entertainment. Paul Scott and Shane Thompson. I worked with them. You know, Richard Payton, Doug Smith. That's 95 North. So I worked with them. What's my other girl name? Michon Man. She did the record All Right. You make everything all right. You make everything. So I did that. I did the record Save Your Soul.
Okay.
Okay. Save Your Soul. Okay.
Keep the Faith.
Do you have anything running now, like on Track Source? That might
I have a whole slew of records. My newest one is Shake.
Okay.
And I did that one with Mixtape Session with Adam Cruz.
Yeah, I've heard that out.
But prior to that, Slag Records, Glenn
Right,
Thornton.
okay.
I got a
Big shout out to Glenn Thornton.
Yes, shout out to
Friend of
Glenn.
mine. What's good?
Rashman Mantry.
Oh,
whole
of
catalog
course.
with
Yes,
him.
Okay.
You know, then I've had the opportunity to work with Justin Imperial. So I worked with him.
Nice, very nice.
I've worked with some cats from out of South Africa, Velvet Natives. Velvet Natives. What's my other boys? They did a beautiful mix of one of my songs called All in Love. Gemini Boys. Worked with them. Sculptured Music. All these are young cats out of South Africa.
Oh, wow.
And, you know, currently I have records that are on there. And one of my records did go to #1, but it's never been played over here. It went to #1 in South Africa on FM 98.1 FM in South Africa, and it's called Revolution.
Okay.
It's not played here, but it came out.
Well, you know what, though? There's always throughout the time, you know, artists over here, Josephine Baker, we know there's a lot of them that can say that, you know, never really, unfortunately, caught on, you know, and they went over there and just, you know, made a mint, you know, and was appreciated. So, hey, that's how I feel. Hey, you don't dig me over here, go over there.
And, you know, and I come back, and I come from,
you
know,
as long as, you know, what you're doing is recognized here, and that's where the appreciation.
I come from singing choirs, singing in gospel choirs, singing in high school choirs, and all that type of stuff. And actually, one of the first biggest things that I did when I was in college, we had the opportunity to sing behind Barry Manilow.
Really?
Yes,
Nice.
at the Richmond Coliseum, and we sung his new song. I think it was called One Voice or something like that. He came at this so long ago, but we had the opportunity to sing background with him while he sang that live. We were the choir that came and did that. But you know, CeCe Rogers. I had the opportunity to sing gospel music with CeCe Rogers. I worked with him, St. Paul Baptist Church. So you know, I come from having the opportunity to work with a number of people. My first release was in 1995 called You Make Me Carry On. Yes, that was my first release. Strictly Rhythm Records. And speaking of Strictly Rhythm Records, May 28th, they are doing, one of the gentlemen, Ira Levi, he is doing a documentary on some of us as artists. That were part of the Strictly Rhythm label.
Should be put out.
So, you know, that's Barbara Tucker, Barbara Douglas,
That's right.
Ira Levi, Kevin Bryant, myself, and some other people were
What
trying
about my man, Theo Gerardo? Is he in there?
Yeah, what about Theo? He's a personal friend of ours.
Did Theo ever do anything on
I'm taking a
Strictly
stand
Rhythm
for
Records?
love from Theo Gerardo.
Well, no better than
I don't know. Right now I'm talking about Strictly Rhythm Records. I don't know if he did anything on Strictly. But Theo does have something new out now on Slag Records.
Oh, he does?
Yes. Theo's, I can't remember what the name of his new song is, but currently it's on Slag Records or Glenn Thornton's new album.
Good.
So if you want to check out a new Theo song,
And we
it's
will
on his
do
album.
just that.
It is on his album.
Just that.
So,
Okay.
That should catch you up with Theo.
Thank you for the tidbit.
Yes.
Appreciate that. Yeah, he's definitely cool. We lived in the same building. Yeah, for years. Yeah, certainly.
Yeah, I go back with Theo.
And I still love that song, that classic "Take a Stand."
Well, you know, songs like that will always, you know, become classic because they were so ingrained. They were so in step with the time. You know, one thing that made me feel good, I redid the Jungle Ones, Time Marches On.
Oh, did you?
And we did that a couple of years ago on Mixtape Session Records, and it just so happens that me and Dennis are friends on Facebook, and he is one of the writers. Harry Dennis is his name. He's one of the writers of that song, and he hit me up. He liked what we did.
That's cool.
He liked what we did. You know, that's one of those songs that is a classic. And sometimes, you know, people say you shouldn't touch stuff or anything like that, but it made me feel good that he, as the original creator, like what we did.
Right. So that says a lot. Is that song right? You did the song justice.
And a lot of the things that I recorded, I've written.
Okay.
So a lot of my songs I've written. Again, my first song was on Strictly Rhythm Records called "You Make Me Carry On" 1995. That was my first release.
Strictly Rhythm.
And then from that point on, I started releasing other stuff. You know, I worked with Harley and Muscle from Italy. You know, my song "Groovin'," we did the original "Groovin'," but it never came out for whatever reason. But you know, as an artist, you go back, you record stuff, and it came out on Slag Records. So that was my second release, and that started all of what I do now.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. You know, hey, and there's timing, you know, for everything, you know.
And that's why, you know,
has never been heard.
And, you know, and that's why I say I try to remain relevant. I might not put out that much. Like this year was one of the few years when I really had like 5 songs out at one time.
Wow.
But again, having 5 songs out and nobody ever hearing them, that's something different. But then, you know, but then I go to like Twitter. Adam will send me things from Twitter, and you see where other people in other countries appreciate your work. And so that makes me feel good.
It's not done in vain.
Exactly. Nothing is done in vain. Nothing is done in vain.
That's all right. That's why I said, hey, if you don't make it over here, I'll take it over there.
I have a question. I know I'm not probably going to ask you this, but I'm curious, man. What is the DJ lineup for Linkin Park?
I have no idea.
Word.
I have no idea. Again, you have to understand I'm high.
I got
you. You know, so I'm not sitting at the table making selections and choosing or decisions on who is going to go. You know, when I'm told, I'm told. And then once I'm told, the announcement is out there.
Wow, so who would you like to see? Do you have any personal faves?
No, I have no personal faves.
No?
Actually, I do not, because I think everybody is talented in their own right.
Yes.
And when they do hit me up, this is what you need to do in order to get it. You know.
Well, I can say
once you do that, then everything else falls into place. But no, I don't know. Now I do know who's playing at Weequahic Park, but I'm not going to tell you that.
You heard it, right? He knows he's not going to tell us.
I know who's performing too, but I'm not going to tell you.
You know what? He will tell us once this is on. And we're not going to say anything. I can keep secret.
But we do. We have a great lineup. Weequahic Park, June 21st. Saturday.
June 21st?
June 21st, Saturday,
I hope
June 21st.
the weather is nice.
Well, they're calling
all
for
pray
sun.
for nice weather and warm.
They're calling for sun.
Warm. Doesn't have to be hot. Just let it be warm.
And Weequahic Park, this is my 4th year.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
Being involved with Weequahic Park.
Right, yes.
So, you know, I try to do a lot of things. I used to do a function in Montclair.
Yes, St. Glenfield.
And we're going to actually Hutch me up. Hutch wants to do another one in August.
Yeah, that was just New Jersey DJs. Yeah.
So, Hutch, I'm working on that. I'm working on August, so we can be back in the park in August. But the only thing with the parks, especially up here in Montclair, is because these parks are right in the heart of suburbia.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, I mean, folks in music after a certain time, they want that stuff cut
Yeah,
down. Because you're disturbing my peace now. I done put up with it for 4 or 5 hours.
Especially in Upper Montclair.
No, you ain't got to go to Upper Montclair.
You have to turn and look at the camera.
Oh, I'm sorry. You know, I keep talking with Sekou in the back and trying to talk with Troy. I'm trying to do the whole vocal circular thing.
It can be done. It can be done.
We're safe.
Okay, he just got
I'm sorry,
up
folks.
a little.
This is.
I know nobody can see your face. It's just the side of you. But yes, indeed. So, what was I had? So, well, my question just left out of my mind. Trying to get him into focus. I lost focus.
He was just going in on Weekway Park, the artists, the DJs. He doesn't know anything about Lincoln Park as of yet. And this is the host of the most. The brother has been doing it up, man.
Indeed.
You know, and again, I really hope people appreciate, you know, what I do or what the number of people as hosts do. You know,
it's not easy.
It's not easy.
Oh, no.
It's not easy.
You really have to. So you want to look at on camera. You have to really, you know, pay attention, be good with detail and all that, and really have a good energy level. You know, that's very important.
You know, the function of a host is to keep stuff moving.
That's right.
You know, if I can keep stuff moving, where people don't get agitated, they don't get to the point where they're telling you to shut up. You know, where's the next act? You know, as a host, you know, especially when you get to those things, and then you have to remember what order comes in what order.
Yeah,
you have to always remember your sponsors.
I have to say,
you always have to remember your sponsors because that's how you get back those sponsors for next year. So you have to remember those. So it's just been one of those things where, you know, being in the right place at the right time and people seeing and liking your work.
Right, indeed. And you do it all for the love of house. Now, do you enjoy? I see you out there cutting the rug sometimes. Sometimes. Most of the time, Eddie's just chilling.
Yes, baby.
But it's the atmosphere that we all love too. You know, you know, those who do dance a lot, you know, and all that, and those who just come to enjoy the vibe, you know.
And a lot of times when I'm coming to check out the vibe. I'm coming to check out, see what are people dancing to. You know, whether or not you're playing my shit. Also, just to know where do I go from here?
Yeah.
You know, again, I'm at an age where it could be easily be for me to be irrelevant. But I try to do stuff that keeps me relevant for the time that is now.
Yes.
So, you know, I'm working on an album finally.
Oh, great. Okay.
I'm working on getting a live act together. Again, I do perform, but you know, I want to do a band.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I want to step it up to that next level.
Now, what kind of music will that include? Just all genres?
Oh, because I sing gospel.
Right, that's right.
I sing gospel. I sing R&B. Of course, I do dance. And a lot of my dance transcends and crosses over into a lot of those arenas.
Exactly.
You know, I have a song called "This Must Be Love." That could easily be an R&B song.
Okay.
You know, I have a song called "Is This Love?" A lot of my songs have to do with love because that's the universal language.
It's a beautiful thing.
Yes, love conquers all.
Love
So
is a many splendid day.
Yeah, we all remember the words. Yeah, I'm the melody.
I know he was right. At least I know the melody, right?
You know, but all of that plays into I just turned 54.
Wow,
so
you look great.
you know, God is good because you know when you look around, you know.
Yes,
Thank you, Lord, for every single day that you have blessed me with. And thank you for continuously allowing me to use my gifts.
Yes.
And to be able to bring music to people. Music, whether I'm singing it with the kids that I work with in school and all that type of stuff, because I love my babies.
How long have you been working there?
Where I'm currently working, I'm assistant.
Okay.
Currently, where I'm working, I've been here 14 years.
Okay.
Congratulations.
14 years. And it's not been an easy 14 years. You know,
I know how Montclair can be.
And it's basically been with just funding.
Yeah.
Funding. Funding. The funding is crazy. And you just work through all of that. And, you know, I always look at it this way. If the good Lord did not want me there, then that door would have closed and I would have moved on. And so many times that door has come close to closing.
Wow, yeah.
But it's still open.
Yep. It's made it possible to remain open. Okay, that's all right.
So, you know, I walk in faith.
Indeed, we all should.
Yes, we all should, but I walk in faith.
You better change. Heart,
you better get right.
You know. But yeah, indeed. And then there's always house.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Indeed.
Yes,
So,
yes.
Are you doing any of the boat rides? It's like fabulous boat rides.
No, I have not been invited to any of the boat rides. I have not been asked to perform at any of the boat rides. Who's to say that I might go? I'm not sure.
Okay.
Because how many times can I ride around the harbor of New York?
Well, Red's giving a lovely one.
Who?
Red.
Yeah.
Who is riding the Red? Oh, Adrian. Not Adrian. Oh, Red with the short hair.
You don't know
yes,
Red.
I know Red. Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Redness. Yes. Yes.
You know,
with the mostest.
I just really gotta feel for those boat rides. I really gotta feel for it. But I give mad props to people that do it.
She's giving a lovely one, the Tainted Love. It's on a Wednesday. The date escapes me, but it's a Wednesday night, and the boat is to leave. I believe it's 7 to 10, and then from there it's the after party, which is Soulgasm. You know, it's gonna finish up there, and that takes care of the price of the admission to the party and stuff too.
Okay.
I don't know. I just may just do the boat ride. She gets a fabulous.
Now I'm remiss because like a lot of these
Pat and I went on one some years back, and yes, it was explosive.
Oh, it was.
College, where you from?
I love it.
Hello.
Word.
It's a fabulous time. All you can eat, you know. It's
now,
fabulous.
the last boat ride I believe I went on was, I think we were bears.
Okay.
That was a while ago. I haven't been on one recently. But you know, you never know. You never know.
Well, I was just a little suspicious myself last year. I just didn't bother so much because that weather thing just got to me. I just didn't want to buy a ticket, you know, and the weather
and
not
have
be
to
nice.
stay inside.
Yeah, I didn't want to do that, you know, so I didn't. So, you know, but everyone who did, God really blessed them. Even if the morning was like was ugly, it always turned out to be, you know, really beautiful.
Now I know a lot of people are going on a lot of Josh Bond.
Oh, that's another fabulous one. No,
you know why?
June. It's in June.
Like
you know why? Joe Corsair.
Oh my gosh!
Joe Corsair.
I went to the first one. Renee and I. Yeah, it was just Joe Corsair.
Joe Corsair.
Oh my God! First of all,
gonna kill it.
Josh Milan's boat ride, right? It was very well organized, very well put together, which I can appreciate. Okay, I don't like disarray. Have yourself together. Come on, man. You know, just have it together. And he did. It left when it was supposed to leave. Everybody boarded, and you know, everything was all set up, the food and everything. It was just so well organized and well put together. And then Joe Corsair, the whole icing on top of it. Not just Joe Corsair. Oh my gosh.
And a lot of people have asked
oh my gosh.
Joe is coming back to Lincoln Park. Now, that we don't know.
No.
That I don't know. That I don't know.
Don't leak it.
That I don't.
Okay.
No, you're not leaking anything because I don't know.
That's speculation.
If you have a lack of comprehension, you may be lost on this show.
Yeah.
All right, I suggest you update your comprehension. It'll be all right. It'll be all right. Seriously. But yeah,
think he's talking about
A
his
lot of
own
Jersey
company.
cats wasn't even familiar with Joe Purcell at that time until he came to Lincoln Park. Blah blah blah.
Well, that would be a nice, that would be nice.
If he could come back and reprise it. And my story with Joe Purcell, I go back to Joe Purcell when he owned the record store.
Oh, wow.
Over in New
Yes,
York.
yes.
You know, I can't remember the name of the store offhand, but that's where I first met him.
I read about that.
And that's why I used to go and buy. That's why I bought my copy of Linda Clifford, Runaway Love, for $35. It was Linda Clifford on one side and the Jones Girls with the background vocals on the other side.
Wow. Classic.
And that was just on a great big old 12-inch. And I bought years. I don't know where that record is now.
Oh, gee. Oh, gee. What a bummer. What a bummer.
So, that's how I originally met Joe Purcell.
Okay.
Way back then. And then how I ended up hooking up and getting myself back. Because a lot of my partying in the early years was done down in Virginia.
Oh,
because I lived in Virginia and I was going to school in Virginia.
Okay.
So while people up here were really doing Zanzibar
and so on
and all these other clubs, I left here doing Better Days. I left here doing Better Days and the Paradise Garage when I moved down to Virginia. So when I came back, when I moved to Virginia, I was doing the Clubhouse in Washington, D.C. And Tracks. So I was doing all of those clubs down in the southern part of the state. And when I came home for vacation, I would go to all of these other clubs.
Gotcha.
And then, I became a card carrying member, a core member for the Garage.
Yes.
So I did that. And then at the time, Better Days was we were stopping at T. Scott.
Right.
So, my history goes back to all of that. When disco was just flourishing, it was just starting, and all of the groups were starting to come.
To be able to do what you do, I believe anyway. I believe there's levels to this shit. And anybody that does PA or whatever the case may be, you have to have some type of experience in terms of just going out or dancing. I think that's my opinion.
Well, in order to be, from a promoter's point of view or standpoint too, you got to know what's happening in the scene and, to be a good promoter and get the people to come and convince them to come to a party, A lot of times I'll go, if I see someone's name on it that is, who's up there, I'm like, sure, I'm going to go check this out.
A lot of times as promoters, a lot of ourselves are into it. Because it's what I like.
Right.
It's what I like.
What I like.
Exactly.
And I'll do it for free.
That's what I do. We do here.
I like it.
Right.
When you promote it and you like it, but when it comes to the monetary portion of it, people are doing the promotion of it, is how can I get my dollars back? And who can I bring here?
Right.
To get my, and therein lies a lot of the discrepancy with people not being able to see a lot of artists that they see that perform a lot of their records, because here in New Jersey we've become so accustomed to hiring the same. Because if I have such and such a name on the flyer,
this time out of people.
Yeah, well, something that might work for some people, but that doesn't work for me. If I've already heard you and stuff, I'm just gonna get tired of that. It's like, why don't you bring this person? I'd like to hear this person that sings this track that I like. Enough already. You've been here like 2-3 times already. Bring somebody else out. I like to see somebody hear someone else.
I understand it.
So, but like I said, it doesn't bother me because once I've had enough, I've had enough. I'm not going. It's like, no, come on now.
No matter what.
Yes.
And it's always a way of trying to invent. With what I do as far as on the promotion, I promote Weequahic Park and I promote Lincoln Park.
Right.
And then whatever other little parties that I'm involved in. Again.
Now, do you have the date for Lincoln Park?
Lincoln Park is July 25th through the 27th.
July 25th through the 27th.
And then on the 27th, if I'm not mistaken, and I'm gonna give him props because I know he's a hard-working man. Lyndon, who lives out in Lyndon, he's doing the party.
Magic.
Mr. Magic, yes.
We're right here. We're gonna give him a dessert. We're gonna give him probably read the
Mr.
flyer.
Magic, July 27th. That's the day that we usually have hip hop.
Right. Yeah.
Down
That's
at
a good
Lincoln Park,
look.
which is big. So
smart,
what's
man.
it? Warnock. Warnaco Park.
Yeah, we're gonna tell you that.
So it's
Warnaco Park.
House Music Festival, Warnaco Park,
Do
Deep
you have
House.
glasses, Eddie?
Yes, you know I do. By Magic Royals Production. So this is something for folks to check out. I can't see.
Yeah,
Oh no, girl,
listen
these
to
are words.
Listen to DJs, at least that. Please.
I'll do that. I got it. Joey Mazza. Hey.
He's coming out of retirement.
Yay, Joey. We
Big
saw
shout
him at
out to Joey
Elevations.
Mazza.
I was so glad to see him that night. Yeah, we went to check out, I think that was the Dodge party. Oh, DJ Yuko is going to be out there.
Yuko Chiquito.
Diego Sanz. Yeah, Beloved. He's going to be out there as well. Okay, cool. That's Sunday, July 27th. And Jihad, oh yeah, there he is down here. I didn't see that. Yeah, Jihad is on the bill too. So yeah.
So now I give mad props to him because he's one of the brothers that's
it's from 11:30 to 8:30.
Yeah, big shout out to Magic Royal Productions.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
God willing, we'll see. Well, you know, we just gotta try to.
Now on May 9th, we're doing some Urban Baptista. It's coming through to play Urban Baptista and Curvin Mark, and that's May 9th at the Warehouse. That's a starting party for us to get some funds for Weequahic Park. What they do, Weequahic Park Festival. So they're coming into play on May 9th.
The Warehouse is going to be open.
Well, I hope so. I trust so. You know, if anything changes, I'm quite sure we will have a plan B, C, D, or E, or F.
Okay, better get it in motion.
So,
before
the flyer is
but
out.
you just gotta make sure because everything is so funny now. You know, shelter. You know, because of them knuckleheads. You know, that's shut down. You know, maybe not for long, but you know, it doesn't matter. You know, it's the whole point. It has nothing
going through
to
his highs
do
and
with
lows.
us. No, it's those fights from then. You know, from that set. You know, and it's not us, but who suffers? You know, we do. You know?
Everybody suffers.
What are you gonna
Everybody
do?
suffers.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. You know, but. You just gotta, that's my man, Tantrums already. I love this. This Ian Friday mix is slamming. I have this on my MP3 player.
Ian Friday was one of the DJs that we brought into Think Soul.
Oh, yes, there was a lot of good
Ian Friday, Man Child Black.
Ian Friday,
that's
Man
right.
Child Black was brought
Oh, wow, I love Man Child Black.
What's the studio down here for the Soul Train thing that Big Soul was doing? Remember?
Oh, yeah, Axiom
Ian Friday,
Studios. You know something? I would like to see that come back. That was, you know, that would be quite entertaining.
Yes.
Well, a Soul Train of kind of like, I guess you could say, of house.
Chris Flowers, you need to come back.
So all you really be doing is just, you know,
you still could be relevant right now.
doing a party, you know, like recording or whatever, a live party. But that was really cool.
Well,
you know?
I'm getting ready to be involved in a project. It was done for Coffee, House of Raw Vocals. She's now bringing that to light, and we're setting that up as an actual TV premise to shop, to shop to something like a BET or MTV, because as we're noticing for our demographic, they're not playing our music on television or anything. You know, we may get a little sneak of a video in every once in a while, but then that's courtesy of Ralph McGinn. If you're tuned on to his show,
big shout out to Ralph.
But if you're not tuned into his show, then you're looking at all those other things. They may sneak one in. Because again, when you look at the history of house, why are we not seeing Barbara Tucker's videos being in rotation? She has videos.
Yeah,
she has videos.
I see them on YouTube.
She has videos.
So do several other artists. You know, it should be that way. So, you know, hey, good luck to everybody out there trying to do their thing and get themselves out and to make some money. Because I know for one thing, that's my intentions for sure. That's why I got up here and started to do it too, you know? So, God willing, you just never know.
Like I said, sisters and brothers have got to do it for yourself.
You simply do. Yes,
if you donate, nobody's going to do it for you.
Not at all. Not at all.
It'll never be done. All right, you'll be saying, I should have, would have, could have.
And wishing and praying. Update with me May 28th, May 9th again, Urban Baptista at the warehouse.
Okay.
And Kirk Park at the warehouse.
Nice.
May
I like
9th.
Kirk Park.
Yeah.
May 10th,
Yes.
Humble Beginnings.
Okay.
You know, I'm still involved with that. I do that party. This
Yes.
is going on 8 years. We're getting ready to celebrate. We celebrated 8 years, but we're getting ready to celebrate our 100th party. Come July, I believe either June or July. We're selling about 100 parties.
Yes,
Over the course of several years.
Right.
May 28th, going back to the Strictly Rhythm documentary, I'm honored to be a part of that.
Okay.
And then, you know, then in June, Quake Park. Then in July, Lincoln Park. And then after that, wherever the wind blows. Oh, I've also been invited back to do the Trenton Festival. The Trenton House Festival.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Nice. Very
Big
nice.
I
shout
believe
out
that
to
is in,
my house family in Trenton.
I believe that's in August, but they've invited me back to do that. You know, that's based on them seeing. It's very interesting. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. I can't remember. Calderwall Park. I think that's where it's going to be. I hope I pronounced that right, Trent.
Nice.
But you know, as you see, we have pockets and people really
They're
want to
trying
do
to
stuff.
get it out.
And I don't know if you know Frankie
Spread
Bob.
love.
Frankie
Bob. Frankie Bob used to do House of Inspiration. He used to be a radio show coming out of Fairleigh Dickinson University.
Oh,
He now lives in South Jersey, but he has a podcast,
Yes.
and all the stuff that he does. But he's been in contact, and we're looking to do a house gospel.
That's
okay.
And it will be the first time it's ever been done.
Well, you know, we've always done music, but I think this is being coined as
a house
gospel.
It's never been done before.
It's going to set it apart just because we're bringing all that music that we dance to that transcends over and all that type. So, you know, we make a little bit of You Brought the Sunshine up in there. But there's so many records that if you really listen to them, they're on that spiritual plane.
Inspirational
and
plane.
so, spiritual or
well, most of house is like that.
If people take the time to listen to it.
Well, I do. That's what I be doing with my eyes closed. So I'm listening. Taking it all in. You know? Totally.
So, you know,
but that's cool for those who like that, you know, that genre of house, you know.
And again, as Sekou said, it's the first time for everything.
Indeed.
Now, I'm getting ready to dip. Again, I'm been in connection with DJ Hutch, and we're going to do something again in August. We're going to go back and do something for the kids again. We haven't done it in like 2 years now.
Oh, okay.
So we took a hiatus.
At Glenfield Park or Nishwain?
Probably been Nishwain.
Nishwain, yeah, they're a little bit more.
Probably Nishwain. Nishwain's
music friendly.
Yes, music friendly. Yeah. But we would have to condense the time. Instead of starting it like at 12, we may go like from 1 to 7.
Oh, that's not so bad. 1 to 7, that's a good time.
Because it puts you in the app. It's not too early.
Right.
It's not at 12.
Right.
Because most of the time, folks ain't there anyway at 12. So if you started at 1, at least people will be there at 3. And then you have 4 hours to party. Right. And then it still doesn't run into 8 o'clock.
Where you chased out.
And where you chased out of the park.
Because Montclair would do that.
Yeah. They're supposed to call cops like
all those towns are like that. What?
In a heartbeat. All right. In a heartbeat.
I know. If you're out there having a nice backyard, you know, barbecue party, you know, keep it down. You're like, it's summertime. You know, are you crazy? Come on. This is what the folks do. But anyway, so this has been a nice chat. I'm so glad that you came through.
We've talked about some of everything.
Some of everything.
That's what we're supposed to do.
Yes, yeah, that's right. A little bit of
now,
this
good
and
people,
a little bit of
if
that.
you can put all of that together and string it, you'll come out with a good, comprehensive overview of what we talked about.
I watch it in bits and pieces. It's a lot.
In other words, do your own editing and your own understanding.
There you go. I like that, darling. I like that. Okay, so it is, yes, it's definitely time to cut this off and cut this short. Again, Eddie, thank you for coming through.
Thank you, Sekou. Thank you, Troy, for having me. Thank you, Sister Troy.
Oh,
yes. Thank you, sweetheart.
Yes, indeed. So we're going to get off here ourselves and call it a night. We'll see some of you guys out and about. And, yeah, tomorrow's another day. Just take it on and do what you got to do. Yes, and when you go, you please go with God. You'll be
Amen.
all right. That's right. And when you feel that you're at the end of your rope, like I always say, because it works for me, I'm sure it works for you. Feel like you're at the end of your rope, tie a knot in it.
Stop.
And you dance.
And you dance.
Dance,
Boy,
boy.
at my
Yes.
place, I sing a song. L-O-V-E, L-O-V-E, love, love, love.
All right.
Keep that.
Yes.
Night.
Nighty night, folks. Be blessed.
Night.